nah. Oh, I'm just 1 second. I'm just going to shut the window. It's bloody terrible outside. Jesus Christ almighty. Oh dear. Just a minute. Oh, God, that's better. There you go. Yes, I'm showing up my special effects. It is bad outside actually today. It's not like that. It's not thunder and lightning, but it's not good. And the cat's giving me the evils. Where is she? Just have a quick look at her. And she sat sphinx-like on the stool, giving me the evil eye because she doesn't like staying in. She's an outdoor cat. It's old Alexandra. It's not old. She's young. She's only a baby still. And she knocked on my window last September. She was abandoned, full of worms, fleas, starving, and I took her in. Yes, you must be thinking, what the fuck? Yes, I swear I have a good old rant about the news, a quick disclaimer, and there's some great music at the end as well, usually to finish off, and in this case it will be the wonderful Mr. Tyler and Aerosmith. Yes, and so we'll crack straight on with the news. There's been all sorts happening. We'll touch on various, so I'll go through the headlines first. With what's going on, and then we'll sort of I'll just tell you this quick joke because I think it's funny. I was out last night and I pulled a gypsy bird, and she asked me, she said, do you want to come back to mine for a good time? So I did, and she wasn't kidding. Went to the Dodgems, Waltzers, Ghost Train, and came home with a fucking goldfish. Yes, the old ones are the best. Yes, they are. It's true. News headlines. Oh, what about the Oscars? Oh, Donald Trump will be laughing his arse off. He will be absolutely buzzing over that because it all fell fucking flat, didn't it just? It all fell wrong. It all fell fucked up. And there they are, all these multimillionaire superstars slagging him off. Most of them probably didn't know why they were slagging him off. They just jumped on the fucking bandwagon along with all the rest of these nutcases. And incidentally, since they've started doing this, film audiences have dwindled. They've gone down. You see, nobody wants to see. Who wants to see a multimillionaire fucking superstar, Hollywood movie star, banging on about politics? You go to a play. They started, didn't they? What's his name? Benny Cumbersome, Benedict Cumberbatch. Brilliant actor. Nobody's taking that away from him or any of the others. They are very Meryl Streep, good actress. They can act. They're good at what they do. But why go into politics and start wagging the finger at people and telling them that they shouldn't like Donald Trump or they shouldn't support this, that, and the other? And they were doing it with fucking Brexit as well. When we were wanted to leave the EU, we got the old finger wagged in our faces from all kinds of people, politicians, celebrities, you name it. And nobody wants that. It doesn't go down well. When will they learn? And of course, all these Hollywood people sort of thought it was cool to slag, which I find mystifying because it never used to happen in America, this. Even if you didn't like whichever president was in, you supported them because it was your commander-in-chief and he was the president. And at the end of the day, he'd been fairly and squarely elected by the majority of people, the electoral college vote, or however it is in the States. And the same over here. You have to. There's no respect, is there, for people these days? And it's all whipped up with the media, the anarchists, all the weirdos, and not my president and all this. It's fucking terrible. It's absolutely shocking. How can you stay sort of together like that? And these people, they say that Donald Trump's stirring it all up and dividing people. It's not him. It's them that's doing all this. They're the most divisive people ever because of who they are. You've got Robert De Niro threatening to punch his face in and telling people to fuck you on camera. They're idiots. They've lost the plot, haven't they? They live in ivory towers. They're out of touch multi-millionaires who go back from ranting at these award ceremonies to fucking Beverly Hills and live in houses that we could only ever dream of and we only ever see in the movies. Fuck you. That's what I say to them. Fuck you. Uh, have more in common with Donald fucking Trump, and he's a billionaire, than these lunatics. Philip Green agrees to pay 363 million cash settlement. He, of course, was the CEO or the chairman, the boss of BHS, British Home Stores, that went fucking crashing and burning recently. But people are saying that that's nowhere near enough. And so forth and so forth. And that's still going on and going on. Donald Trump again, we've got to touch on this, blames Obama for protests and leaks. Now, he has a point here, because all these leaks started coming up. You remember that speech that Barack Obama made when this campaign was at its peak, about in the summertime, as it started heading toward November, the elections. It was July, August, and he was there. He wasn't bothered about running the country, Obama. He was supporting Hillary Clinton. So he held this big fucking rally, and he said, and he just shrugged his shoulders in that cocky manner which he has, and said, Donald Trump isn't going to become president. Let's just get that straight right away. How arrogant was that? And he did it with us, with Brexit, didn't he? Saying you shouldn't leave and you'll go to the back of the queue. Is this guy on the fucking same... He's another one that's out of touch. And he was fucking president. Again, I go back to the point that Donald Trump has more in common with the common man than these fucking idiots, these Democrats, these nutcases, David Cameron and Barack Obama, and who else was wagging the finger at people before they've even had a chance to make their minds up, and that's so fucking uncool. That's stupid, not uncool, it's just stupid. And Barack Obama was going on and saying that... he's banging on, and he's going on about this Russian thing, and he was mentioning it then. And then all of a sudden these leaks started appearing. And so forth. I know Donald Trump had it with WikiLeaks and stuff with the Democrats, but they're both as bad as each other, aren't they, in that respect? But the point I'm making here is, he did say after Donald Trump became president-elect, and he is on record as saying this, and he sort of held his fist in the air. There's pictures of him doing this. There's video of him doing it, a la Black Panther. Not the same raised fist, Malcolm X and all that bollocks. But he sort of resist. You can resist. And all of a sudden these protests intensified. The Berkeley College being burned and everything, and all this, that and the other. And of course he's got a massive following, hasn't he, Obama? All the black rights activists and all these gender and sort of the LBGT people support him, and all sorts, and all the young people, all the colleges and universities in America, and they're all protesting now, and all the feminists. Yeah, did they get the word from him? And if that's the case, that's fucking out of order. That is very, very out of order. You see, Piers Morgan, who I don't like and never have liked, but he said something. I beg your pardon, it wasn't Piers Morgan, who actually does support Donald Trump, and again, he's paying the price for that. It was Nigel Farage, and Nigel Farage, I love Nigel Farage. I think the amount of strain and pressure that was put on him because he supported UKIP, and the amount of hatred he received off the left was phenomenal. And he was in New York recently, and he was in one of Donald Trump's hotels. And Donald Trump came in and he saw Nigel. He said, "What are you doing here? Why aren't you coming to dinner with us? Isn't that fantastic?" Because he supported Donald Trump right from the beginning. And he doesn't forget these things, Donald Trump. He doesn't forget that. So he took him to dinner. And he was saying, he said, "I won't tell you what happened because that's private." And that's nice. I mean, you don't say anything anyway, do you? But what he said, "I will say this," he said, that the amount of determination and resolve from this man, who's 70-year-old, people forget this. He's 70 years old, Donald Trump. He said he's absolutely phenomenal. The energy coming from him, the wit, the acerbic wit, and how clever he is. He said it blows you away. It blows you away, and that's one of the reasons why I like him. He's got a great sense of humour. He's not politically correct. He gets things. He does what he says he's going to do. And so forth. He's, why? What's not to like about the guy? This is what I say. Anyway, he's now Donald Trump's blaming Obama for these protests and leaks. Of course, it's the BBC, and they put in at the end, you're not the sniping BBC alike, and they're still pissed off because he's banned them from the White House. Donald Trump says Obama's people are certainly behind protests, but offers no evidence. They always get something in, don't they, the BBC, the fuckers. Right, and we've done the Oscars. We've done, I think that's it, really, just skirting around the news. We'll touch on to the main stuff. Twat of the week. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. I haven't got a fanfare, unfortunately. Now, I know we did one on Sunday, but that was for that week. Sunday ends the week, doesn't it? And so forth. We're on a new week. And this particular twat is 73-year-old Jimmy Hughes from Fife, from East Wemyss in Fife. And Alexandra's made an appearance. She's heading towards some biscuits. And you probably hear a crunching noise in the background. That's her. So 73-year-old Jimmy, it couldn't be any other name, could it? Being a sweaty sock, has sort of got these posing with a pair of shears outside in front of a cock. No, not a woman, a man's penis, an actual cock, a cockerel. And he's even put the fucking comb on the head and everything, the little comb, that they have. And, of course, this ties in with a story from last February, a year ago, when a guy who was a tree surgeon, Chris Bishop, rose to fame after pruning an 18-foot, 5.5 metre tree, that's 15 foot, is it, in old money? Into a giant penis. This big fucking... cock privet. And which is fucked up, isn't it, really? What the fuck? They're fucking exhibitionists, these wankers. So Jimmy stood there, and again, even though the giant penis was stupid, this is even stupider. Who the fuck would do that? Here's a thought. Why don't you just fucking turn it into a bush like it's supposed to be? But can you imagine if everybody started doing it with cats and dogs and fucking God knows what else? There'd be all sorts of stuff springing up. I'm going to get a visit in a minute, by the way. She's going to arrive at the side of me. I wonder what I'm doing. So I'm preparing and moving things around. That's that. And he's... It's in the front garden and looks out into the street. Since then, quite a few people have been stopping to take photographs. He said, I call it jock and it's crowing for independence. I don't know, what the fuck? Does it mean independence of the referendum that they want? Oh, he's a fucking nutcase and I can't be bothered with any more of this. You're a head case, Jimmy, and wholeheartedly deserve the title of Twat of the Week. Space, the final frontier. Yeah, well, apparently there's an American private rocket company. I didn't know there was any private rocket companies. Apparently there's two. One of them's headed by our own Richard Branson, the bearded one. I'm going to get a dry throat again, so just let me take a sip. And the other one, I thought I just poisoned myself down. I'm drinking water and it's all fizzy and sweet. It's mineral water. This one is headed by Elon Musk. That's some fucking name, isn't it? Elon Musk. Mr. Musk. How would you keep a straight face? Well, yes, Mr. Musk. No, Mr. Musk. And so forth. Anyway, these two guys, people, I say guys meaning women or men, have paid a significant deposit, and what they want to do is just fly around the moon. Fly around the fucking moon. I know Richard Branson's going sort of sub-orbit, he can't. He's not actually going out of the Earth's atmosphere. It's just sort of. Well, Concorde did that, didn't it? More or less at 55,000 feet, you can see the curvature of the Earth. And so forth, but I'm just. Oh, you're there. She's wandered off again. I've never known a cat that has eyes like it's Jedi mind tricks. She sits and stares at you. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. She wants to go out, but she ain't going out.